My name is Eirdís. I'm an Icelandic Chinese artist. I am currently in Tokyo right now, and we are live. We're about to draw another portrait today. Aiming for one a day at the moment, improving our skills. The first one we did, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. So I took a little break, was this one. I then scattered all over it. Then I did this one because I was so disheartened by the process of doing something more representational. Then we went off to do this one. I'm putting these papers here in place because I haven't gotten a fixative yet. And then we did this one. Then we went off to do this one. And that's the first time I was using charcoal in a very long time. I just bought some charcoal in China and I brought it here over to Tokyo, and we've been playing around with charcoal and experimenting. And after that, we drew this lady over here. And yesterday's drawing was this one over here. Ta-da! Okay, so just to continue this process, you see the difference here to this one. I mean, it's a huge difference. Huge difference, guys. So we are now going to be drawing on this side of the paper. And I actually am wondering if I should draw maybe on this side. But I only use a pencil on this one, so it's a bit awkward to have charcoal. Maybe I just, yeah, maybe I just continue on to this page. And we're going to be covering this drawing over here so we don't smudge it. We probably still will smudge it. You see how smudged the papers are? I should have a fixative here, ideally, but I don't, so we're just moving on with our lives. Hi, thank you. So this is, actually no, this is the one we did yesterday. Rohit, this one over here, and this is from 3 days ago. Oh no, 4 days ago. This is from 2 days ago, and now we're just going to be doing another one over here. And the materials that we're using is pencil and charcoal. It's nice to have you guys join. Make sure to like the video to show some support, just so that I know that you guys are enjoying this. And we're just gonna go ahead. You're right at the beginning. So I always say, trust the process. I normally don't do representational art. Oh, hi from Nepal. I actually would love to go to Nepal sometime. I've never been. I think it would be really cool. But yeah, so I normally don't do representational work. It's not something I usually toy with. My work is usually quite expressive, surreal, you know. And but I've been wanting to do some more realistic stuff, just to continue to upgrade my skills. And even though I tend to create from imagination in my usual collections, it's always useful to be going back into some technical training, even though I'm pretty much just winging it for the most part. I honestly never know how I even like manage to like to complete these drawings. Like, I'm always like, how did I do this? What? Okay, so I'm not doing any gridding, so I kind of like, I just go for it pretty much. And partially because I just don't have the attention span for it, essentially. And one second. Do you hear me, by the way? I'm from Iceland. Do you guys hear me talk? Just out of curiosity. Just want to make sure that... Hi, Hoppy Soppy. Hi. Thank you. Wait, I just want to make sure my audio's on. Could you guys confirm with me that my audio's on? Thanks so much, guys. Well, we're... Okay, great, great. Thank you, Hoppy Soppy. I like your name. It's very memorable. Yeah, so I'm pretty much just winging it. Try not to overthink it, essentially. And, you know, we just sort of figure out the dimensions as we go. I'm just gonna... Wait, hopefully this paper stays on. Let's see. Hello, hello, Log Frog. Hello again. Okay, I believe you were in our chat yesterday. So today's portrait is a side view. I'm trying to upgrade my skills through these videos, and so I try to do portraits that are somewhat different each time. I think the nose may be better somewhere here. Ish. Everything's just ish. Okay. Yeah, so far the side portrait is, I mean, I don't remember the last time I did a side portrait. I do sometimes like abstract side portraits. We'll say it's like a bit different, honestly. Yeah, you see how awkward this is? It's looking very awkward. I love that I'm doing this live because you can see just all the mistakes that I make. Okay, by the way, this is what we did in previous days. Hello, Antonio. What were you watching in previous lives? Were you watching... Okay, okay, whatever. I'm having an issue with where I want to locate this lip, but were you watching people sleep? I heard that there's lives on people sleeping, and also lots of people eating. Okay, listen, I don't know what the heck, guys. See, this is the process of drawing. Okay, because I'm so unfamiliar to doing a side portrait, this is just not going anywhere. It looks like I'm gonna have to do more of these side portraits. But it's part of the process, so, you know, you just gotta trust the process. I'm, like, a full-time artist, by the way, guys. Like, so, showing you that, like, I normally don't do representational work. But you still gotta make sure to improve, you know, your skills. I went to sleep last night at 5:30 or something, 6 a.m. I think. So I actually woke up really late. I was going to do this live like 2 hours ago, but didn't really work out that way. I am hating this side portrait, guys. What were you watching? Bob Ross said there were happy little... Yeah, you know, normally it's happy little accidents, but I'm actually trying to... Like, I love accidents, but I'm trying to make this actually look like a girl, like a cute girl, you know? And I'm like, what the heck? She's just... Okay, so apparently, what have we learned in the last 10 minutes? I need to do more side portraits. Because like the front portraits, you guys can see it. I've made it public in previous last days videos from that. They went so smooth. I just like, yep, this is how a face looks. But like the side portrait is just, it's not happening. But I'm still gonna try to have this like an hour. I don't wanna, you know, but it might go on a little longer because I do wanna make sure it looks bomb. And if it doesn't, then we'll just all cry together. What the heck is this? This is so ugly. Guys, I'm so... Okay, you know, positive energy. Positive. Positive. Don't be so negative. Ooh, I am. Okay. It is just one of those days. Let me just do shadows. Let me just do shadows and then not even worry about the form. Give me one second. I want to respond to someone. 1 second. One second. Okay. Okay. Guys. I'm done. Ah, what am I even doing? This is just awful. I just want her to look pretty, and I normally don't want to do pretty things, but in my recent portrait videos, I decided to do pretty girls. Something different from what I usually do. She's looking a little creepy. And that's okay. Dum. Okay. It's happening. I know, I need to stop hating myself. Okay. I actually start my videos sometimes with a chat at the beginning where we're just drinking tea. I'm drinking my tea right now, actually. And I talk about the stuff I'm working on internally. And one of the things I am working on is my internal dialogue, because I realize I am so mean to myself. And that's just a recipe. Well, you know, it can be a recipe for getting things done, because you're just like, nothing's ever good enough. So you're just like constantly, you know, but eventually you'll burn out. And I did experience that this year. I felt just exhausted because I'm already so mean to myself. So then when there's hardship going on in life, or anything that's not going right as well on top of that, you know, if you have enough of those and you're so mean, your internal dialogue is like, what the heck, you know, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Everything you do is so ugly. Like, you know, like negative dialogue. Then you pretty much just like collapse. Because, yeah, like you can only handle so much. Yeah, Antonio, she's looking pretty for you. It does take, well, you know, talent is such a small part of the equation. A lot of it is just showing up. Like, I bet if you guys started drawing with me every day in my lives, you would get so much better at drawing as well. And hey, you can send me your work on my Instagram. And like, we can get better over time together, you know? But anyway, one of the things I'm working on is to have positive self-talk. Because you gotta be your own best friend, you know? Like, when times are tough, you should be like, you got this, girl. You're incredible. Everything's gonna be okay because you are you. And, you know, we've been through so much together and you've always come out on top and you're just killing it. That should be how I talk to myself. Like, as if, you know, how do you talk to your friend? Okay, her neck is in the wrong place, but how do you talk to your best friend? Are you like, dude, you suck? No. You probably want to motivate them. You're probably like really kind to your best friend. You know, so we should be that way to ourselves too. It's a revelation this year. And it's not just about being positive in life. It's literally being kind to yourself specifically. Okay. You know, you should see your progress. That is the way that pushes you to keep going. You know, I'm studying music at an age that is not usual. Seeing my progress helps me. Yeah, exactly. And I will say, like, doing these lives does help as well, because also I'm making these public. I think I'm just gonna turn these portrait or drawing enhancing, skill enhancing videos into somewhat of an episodes every day. So you guys can follow along. You can also upgrade your skills. But also I can watch back on it and see like, oh wow, like, remember when it took me an hour to do this? Now I can do this in 15 minutes. You know? I will say, like, the good thing about me is that I normally don't allow my negative inner voice to prevent me from doing the thing that I'm being super hard on myself about doing. So that's good. But it can, like this year, for instance, it can lead to burnout and it can lead to depression. So when I fall, it's like I don't even want to live anymore, because life is so, you know, it's like I'm so tormented by my inner negative critique, and like it just feels like no matter what I achieve, it's never good enough. And so yeah, it kind of goes straight to depression for me. It doesn't necessarily prevent me from doing what I have to do. Yeah, which is kind of interesting, I guess. But yeah. So, you know, I can still like go on and improve and all that, but if you always feel like nothing's good enough, it's just exhausting. You're waiting on the other stream? Wait, what stream? What stream, user random alphabet? Oh, thank you guys for subbing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Did I make 2? Oh gosh, did I seriously go live on... That was not on purpose, guys. Oops. Oopsies. Oh, that's funny. Well, I apologize. I was wondering. I was like, where's my buddy at? I was serious. I thought you were here, actually. It's just a random chick. It's just a random chick, and you guys can give her a name if you like. We can... Okay. So, wow, that's funny. Weird. That is so weird. Well, it is what it is. We've already gone live, and I don't feel like redoing this. Okay, so far, this has been all pencil, okay? Now we're gonna go in with an HB charcoal because I'm trying to understand how these things work. Wait, I'm trying to look for, okay, I'm trying to look for my thicker, like, smudge tool. Give me a second. Allow me to search for my smudge tool. Ooh. Okay, so we are at 20 minutes. Oh, this is not an eraser, no. And this is a sharpener. So you guys can kind of see like my whole kit. The walls here are so thin. I'm in Japan. So everyone can kind of hear me. Also, yeah, I'll try not to freaking go live separate to my scheduled thing next time. That was totally by accident. Oh, this is kind of sick. Okay, so because this is already kind of dirty, I'm using the residue of previous thingies to almost like shade it. This is not a good idea because it ends up getting dirtier. Like, this is not, I don't want this to be as dark as it is, but maybe we just make it dark though. Maybe we make her tanner than I initially had planned. Actually, no. Actually, no. I think I want to try to make her a little... She's tan, but not that tan. Oh, it's just too, it's too dirty. It's too dirty, guys. It's too dirty. I don't like it. Oh, it's like I have to clean it cleanly. Yeah, I was like, I think something's wrong here. Then I check you. Oh. Yeah, oopsies. In timeout again for being a bad boy for today. Cichlids. I don't know what y'all are writing in here, but you know, I trust my mod for doing the right thing. But yeah, I mean, like I said in my other chat, like I'm not very sensitive, to be honest. There's not much you can say that's gonna put me off, and I'm just here to, you know, share, to serve in some way. But if you guys are just spreading negative energy, I think that's where I'm like, I mean, I just don't want that to go any further. So definitely that could be cleansed up. But I also feel like we've been so lucky. Like, I feel like people have been pretty nice on here. And the kind of community I'd like to build are just like people who are nice. We are all like somewhat interested in art, beauty, aesthetics, creativity, you know, just trying to be the best version of ourselves, cultivating this feeling that like dreams can come true and like anything is possible. I just like to cultivate that feeling. You know, I know that it's hard to believe sometimes, but that's what has brought me to where I'm at now with my art career. And I'd love to spread that energy to you guys. You know. Okay. So, off of what I was saying earlier, show yourself some appreciation. Be your best friend. I'm not even using a pencil right now. I'm just using a smudge tool. Like, this is pretty lit. I can't believe it took me 3 billion years to start, like, to finally try out a smudge tool. Like, I've seen these, but I was like, nah, looks like cheating. But then I'm like, dude, if, like, it doesn't matter. As long as you can get to the final results. And all those, like, really fancy realistic drawings, they're all using tools. But yeah, I think one of the cool things with this series is that I'm starting out this way, but for me it's just about doing this consistently every day and challenging myself to make a piece every day for you guys, but also to improve my skills as an artist. And so we're starting out pretty basic here, you know, literally, you know, just basic girl vibe, pretty girl. Who doesn't like pretty girls, right? But ultimately, like, I can draw anything on here. Like, I could freaking cover a water bottle in cool, like, draw on a water bottle. Like, I was just thinking that yesterday. Or paint on a water bottle, I mean. I was like, damn, what if I just painted on this water bottle and made that a video? I've also done custom shoes in the past. So, you know, there's just all kinds of things we can do here together, live. And this is just the beginning. So if this sounds fun to you and it sounds more entertaining than to watch people eat, then, you know, I think it's maybe not terrible to subscribe to my channel. I'm just over here offering value for free. And then obviously we are gonna have membership exclusive content as well once we have that option, because we still a baby here on YouTube. We still a baby. Okay, she just turned real tan. Yeah. And we're just gonna commit to it. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe I did all that without even using a charcoal or anything. I just used a smudge tool. But it's because the smudge tool is, you know, it's already dirty. Alrighty. Oh, so now we can see her silhouette. We're like, okay, she's a human. She's a girl. I see you. What is she thinking about? Peace in the world. Because damn, is the world chaotic right now. Am I right? We live in some crazy times. Thank you guys so much for the likes and the subscribes. I appreciate you so much. Let's build a community on here of positive vibes, art lovers. Let's just bring beauty into this world, okay? Let's create a corner of good vibes in a world that is kind of intense right now. Like this space right here that we're in is peaceful. That's what matters. Fredo Boom, I'm glad that you're here as well, bro. Girl, bro, I don't know if you're... Do we have any girls in here? Or is it primarily dudes? Like, I'm kind of curious, because I feel like y'all can totally... This is, like, basically for all ages, all genders. Like, you can be drawing with me. You can be using this channel as a way for you to improve on something and show up for yourself, because that's what we're doing in this hour. I might go past an hour, you know, depending on you guys, and depending on if I finish this drawing in time. So this one is HB, and I can see why it's HB. HB is like a lighter black. Ah! FYI, that's the piece on that side. No. No. Okay. New sub here. Hey, we're getting so many new subs. Guys, welcome to the fam. Guys and girls. I'm so happy to be providing you with some relaxy time content. This actually is my relaxy time too, believe it or not. Her ears feel off to me, but I don't feel like drawing the ears right now, so we're just gonna leave it a question mark and trust the process. Yeah, so you know, honestly, do you know why I make art? Because it's good vibes. Because it just makes me feel better. And honestly, I feel like I feel like I have this sense of purpose in that I want everyone to know how awesome art is. And I think what we're doing here is exactly that. Like you guys saying like this is relaxing time, this is, you know, it's like yeah, exactly. Art is just like it's kind of luxurious. It's like you can chill and look at it and it just makes you feel good. It brings you a sense of, it's like a quality moment in your day, you know? That's how I feel. Because yeah, do you really need art to survive? I think yeah, like for me personally, I probably wouldn't even be alive right now if I didn't become an artist because of depression and stuff. So yeah, I do think like if you suffer from mental health, then yes, art can actually be kind of good for survival because it lets you channel your madness into. Wait, does that mean that I didn't even give this live video, sorry, my ADD brain, but did I not give this live video a title even? You need air to survive in art. Yeah, exactly. So it's like art is not exactly for survival, you know, like so it's sort of a luxury thing. It's kind of like when you have extra time on your hands. I mean, obviously for me, I do think it's sort of for my survival. Like when I don't draw for a while, I freak out. But I also think it's because I have a calling to do this. So my soul is just like, dude, draw. Is she a girl or a boy? Maybe she's non-binary. Yeah, I actually hung out with one of the, for those of you who are watching this after the live, I'm responding to comments. But I hung out with one of like the most like famous sculptors in China, and I asked him, and he's like 70 in his 70s, and he's still every day sculpting. And I was like, wow, what makes you come here, you know, even after all your success, and sculpt every day? And he said, it's a drug. And I was like, he gets it. Yeah. That's basically, yeah, it's an addiction. That's what I mean. Like, I literally am addicted to this. And I think it's the least bad addiction you can have. By the way, I'm not like going through all the comments, so I'm pretty much just like here and there I'll read the last comment that you guys wrote. So if you're writing something important, you can like rewrite it when you see that I'm reading the chats, and I'll get to it. Or just make sure your comment is at the very bottom. It kind of helps. Otherwise, I'm like, it's distracting me from drawing too much. But yeah, I mean, I do like to multitask, so I do kind of like to draw at the same time. Fredo Boom 888. This is the first side profile we've done so far. Well, I don't appreciate the threat, but I do appreciate the idea. Demon. Oh, I mean, that's okay. That I'm okay with comments like that, Brian. That's totally fine. That is all good. I appreciate the traditional art and the sea of digital work. You know what's funny is that I'm not even a traditional artist. Like, I actually, my usual body of work doesn't look anything like this. I'm just doing these lives to improve my skills, even though I am like full-time doing art. So it's like just realizing that, you know, in any industry, you always want to continue to improve. That's what we're doing here. We're just improving the skills. Her eyes, that does not look right. That does not look right. And I'm also hoping that by sharing my process, it kind of removes like the intimidation that so many people feel about making art. You know what I mean? Okay, so I need to be somewhat on top of my time here, ish. So I gotta go to the gallery. I actually have so much to do today. My dad is turning 70 today, folks. It's a big birthday. All age appropriate. That's why I only didn't. It's okay. It's okay. But I mean, yeah, you have a good point, because every once in a while, we do have some kids on here that are like 12. Actually, I don't know if we do anymore, but I did when I was doing my lives in China several times. I was like, whoa, you guys are 12? What? Oh, I guess maybe your daughter is on here too, then totally. I mean, you gauge that. I don't have kids, so I'm not sensitive to that. Like, I don't know. I don't know what kids can and can't these days. Is it difficult? Like, do you guys feel like it's difficult to be a kid nowadays? Because I feel like there's not really good censorship online, and like, it's probably a lot for little babies, like little kids, to be taking all this information in. I grew up, thank you, Mr. Possessive. I grew up between countries, so I've always been moving around a lot. So I don't actually know how long I've spent in total in China. It's always been like back and forth sort of thing. So I don't know how to answer that question, honestly. This is weird. Why do I have two? Okay. Why do I have two of the same type of, like 2B black? So we're using like a darker shade of black now, but I'm so confused. So we have HB. Okay, I want the 6B. I want blacker. It's hard to keep going to school and hearing math tests. Wait. Your sister doesn't go to school. I feel like a lot of parents just don't discipline their kids, so basically they're all pieces of shit. I mean, where are you at? I think it's probably really hard being a parent. I personally experienced a little bit too much discipline growing up, that I kind of rebelled pretty hard when I got to that age. I was like, screw this. Most social medias were guided through. Yeah. Yeah, it strikes me as kind of tough to navigate the social media space at that young age. And your brain is so moldable. And you're probably just like comparing yourself to what's out there, you know? And now, like, I don't know, with AI, robots, all that, I feel like it probably also makes kids want to look different and want to look more like, you know, fake and things like that. I don't know, just my 2 cents on the subject as a non-parent. Yeah, I like that Australia band. It is, and that's why we're here in this little cute corner making art. Whenever I start talking about the world and politics, I'm always like, and that's why art is important, guys, because it gives hope in humanity. It gives us a sense of, like, you know, what it means to be human. I think what I'll end up doing is, because she's kind of rendered out, like, I'll smudge it out a little bit more, but I'll probably use an eraser to give her the highlights. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I feel like it's good to control the time kids spend on devices, or I don't know, but the thing is, like, you can't really remove devices from them altogether because the world now revolves around that, and like it's kind of tough. It's like, how do you make sure that they are, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But she is starting to look interesting. Hello, 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 everybody. Eraser. You can use anything as a medium, honestly. Like, An eraser can be a tool. What was I using yesterday? Oh yeah, I totally was. So I was drawing on. So for my collection that I'm working on for the exhibition coming up, which is, you know, it's very different to what I'm doing over here right now. Like I do more expressionist, trippy work. Okay, and if you want to see my work, by the way, you can go to my Instagram account. Right. Actually, user random alphabet, maybe you could write like my Instagram handle and like subscribe and like write one of those, and then I'll pin it to the top. I just saw how you can do it. I think I just like long click it. Thanks, man. So yeah, if you guys want to see what my art normally looks like, you just go check out my Instagram because it's actually very different from what I'm doing here. So for that, I was actually yesterday just like realizing how cool it is to use an eraser as like a drawing material. And basically if I just went here and I just did like this with an eraser, it ends up looking really interesting, and I love that. Seemingly like it looks, basically it makes the drawing look more expressionist, which I love. Because drawings can look so delicate sometimes because paper is delicate. Looks like I'm looking at a beautiful light-skinned African American young lady in her 20s. Yeah, what's her name though? What is her name? Thank you, user random alphabet. Love it. Okay, I think I just... Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, and like I have works available on my website as well. Not sure if we have any collectors joining us here, but obviously if you're interested in collecting anything, you can email me or definitely check out my Instagram and see my work on there. And still email me if you actually want to inquire. Yeah, I was thinking that as well. I just feel like people are so sensitive these days. Like, you don't know what words you can use. Can you say black? And I also, it's like African American. A lot of people, you know, they didn't grow up in Africa, so I just find that to be sort of silly. They're American. But yeah, people are just very sensitive these days. It's like, I think some people take offense being called Asian, but it's like, well, you are Asian. And like, I'm half Asian, half Icelandic, and I don't take offense when people call me anything. Like, I just don't care. It's like, well, you just don't know, right? And you're just trying to describe me in some way. So I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I don't care. But people are just so sensitive. I didn't see what you wrote, Starlight. I'm not looking at all the messages. I'm only every once in a while looking at the last message at the bottom. I mean, I'm literally drawing right now. This is a live. Yeah, yeah, Mr. Possessive. I mean, I will be, once I can, once I get to once I have enough watch hours here on YouTube, then I'll be able to make a membership only, like membership only content. And in those, y'all can totally make requests and have priority and all that. But for now, I'm just creating the space for y'all to enjoy. But I will say, every once in a while, I do like I do see someone's suggestion and then I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I do that. That sounds cool. So, you know, feel free to give me suggestions. I think especially for what I would be curious about is what kind of membership only content you guys would be interested in, like art wise, or like what would you enjoy being part of here. So that would be useful. Fredo Boom, I love you too. But yeah, let's sit in good energy, guys. Let's, you know, let's feel good. Let's be in a good place together. These live sessions are also a way for me to emotionally regulate and just sort of get in touch. It's kind of the thing that I do now, at least at the next days. I'm trying to do this before I start my work day. And so for me, it's like remembering to be grateful, appreciating, you know, everything. And so that's a space that we're here for. Thank you, Fawad Badmoose. All right, now we're gonna bring in the small blender for the details, you know? Details, not mean. Okay. We're at 46 minutes, so we're not even at an hour yet. Okay, I mean, we had a pretty rough start, so I was not sure how to make her look like a pretty girl from the side. This angle just felt so awkward to me. But I feel like we got there, so I'm still not happy with this. So I think I need to make several more portraits from the side angle. Kuku Nishad. This is a great way to release the inner energy, especially. Yeah. Dude, I don't know if like I'm an introvert or an extrovert. I used to always, you know, the Myers-Briggs test back in the day, like before I went full-time artist mode. So before, I don't know, 6-7 years ago, whenever I would take the test, I would get ENFP. But then ever since I went full artist mode, I like now get INFJ. But I also like people, but I spend basically all my time by myself and I pretty much love myself the most. Or like I like spending time with myself because I can always find things to do. I'm never bored. So I don't know. Like I'm like an introvert or extrovert. Draw and Abraham Marilyn is a comment, but I want to do my own thing. Yeah, I mean, I rarely do portraits. I usually just draw from imagination, but yeah, maybe I'll do some famous people on here at some point, but we'll see. We'll see. Not making any promises, but I think like these live chats and these live session is where I'm gonna do. I think I'll keep them to like around 1 hour. Every once in a while we'll go longer than that, but and then we'll just see how it goes. But I'll just be experimenting and challenging myself to do all kinds of fun art activities. And for my members, they're going to be able to like make all kinds of fun requests as well. And you know, maybe for my members, like I'd be happy to make longer videos, because some things, let's say if you make a request that I paint some shoes or something, like that takes time from experience. I've done that before. So things like that would take time, and I would do that definitely in my membership, like exclusive chats or lives. That's not really looking right. What's my muse? I am my muse, guys. As a woman, you just are your own muse. There's so much that goes on in a woman's brain, a woman's body. Like, I think that it's a privilege as an artist to be a woman because you don't really need a muse outside of yourself. I'm just saying. Just saying. All right, let's give her some highlights, shall we? 45 likes. Thank you, KFC. I love KFC. Are some of you guys changing your usernames? Like, make sure if you're like a regular and then you change your username, make sure to like let me know. I'm not gonna know. But yeah, we're kind of aiming to go live around this time, maybe earlier. You know, I'm trying to wake up earlier. But I'm really trying to up so many habits at the same time. So, and you know, and I want to give myself grace as well because I can just be way too hard on myself. Okay, this is kind of, I mean, the highlights are not perfect, but it's sort of highlighting. This is obviously not correct. What's a muse? Somebody explain what a muse is, guys. I don't think I'll be using white because I don't have one, basically. I should maybe get a white though. Probably, I reckon. She looks really serious. I feel like the portraits are informing me of my current mood. Like it tells me how I'm feeling. All right. Now I'm just curious, like, can I make this any more realistic? Because we still have time. We still have time, y'all. She is serving face. She has a face. That is for sure. Okay, let's give her some larger pupils because it always does something. Yeah, so I'll just little by little work my way to more challenges so I can just be a better and better artist. And that's what we're doing in these paint and chat or draw and chat with Eirdís episodes. That is how you pronounce my name, guys. I have gotten asked that question before in previous chats. It's Eirdís. For those of you that can roll your R's, and if you can't, it's all good. Yeah, so the EI is pronounced A in Icelandic. And I with a comma on top is... Her nose is not looking right, but it's okay. I'll fix it in a second. I with like a long comma is E. Yeah. So any questions about my art and what I normally do, add me on Instagram. Like you'll see what I actually do. I don't do works like this. I'm mostly a painter, to be honest. I mean, I draw as well, but like I do both, right? And I mostly create from imagination. I don't normally do this kind of thing. So if you like trippy, weird work, you should check out my Instagram. 100%. There was a time I was drawing in a challenge I had and I was finished and there was still time, so I thought I could make it better. Yeah. I mean, you can always make it better. I mean, actually, no. You can't always make it better. You know, at some point you do hit a point where it's like, if you keep going, you might just make it different. that was one of my rules, like back in the day, because I had pretty bad ADD when I was younger, but I didn't know I had ADD, but I just sort of worked with my condition. And one of the things in the early days was I realized if I didn't finish a painting in one sitting, and I came back to it the next day, I would basically completely change all the colors and change everything about that artwork. and And so I just was like, okay, well, and it wouldn't even make it better. It just would be different because I was in a different mood. So I was like, okay, it looks like I just have to finish a painting in one sitting. And that's how it started, because I had to train myself to finish what I started, because my natural condition of just being, having mood dysregulations and ADHD is like I don't naturally want to finish anything that I start. But no, it's all coming together. I'm like seeing this more three-dimensionally now, for sure. Maybe Afrin's here. I honor the artist I've become and the one I'm becoming. Yes, these are excellent affirmation, guys. Do you know why that one is good? I honor the artist that I am and the one that I'm becoming, or it's because it honors you in this moment, because so often you just feel like you're not good in this moment, but at the same time you're also recognizing, you're honoring like the fact that you will become better. So it's just a really good, thank you so much, Ryan. That's excellent. Thank you, Gabriel, for the sub. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to be doing all kinds of fun stuff on here. This is only the beginning. Like, everyone's support is helping out, build this community for sure. I appreciate it all. This highlighter reminds me of when I mess up my highlighters. Yeah, Gabriel, you can literally just join me here on my lives every day and have like a sketchbook with you and join me. And then once I'm able to offer the extra services with like memberships only, then I will be having class options as well at some point. And my classes are interesting because I also offer healing type workshops, because I actually use art as a way to connect with yourself. And so those kinds of workshops are a bit more unique. So, skill-based, yes, I do offer those, but also if you are struggling with emotional regulation, anxiety, trauma, like I don't have a license, but I experience all those things myself, and I have developed my own techniques in art to help help people like with getting in touch with their body. So I take a much more spiritual kind of approach to getting in touch with yourself. And that's what the art experience has been like for me. Like, I feel like I studied psychology actually and philosophy at university, but I just didn't feel like it was so helpful, because the psychology manuals, they all say that there's something wrong with you when you're neurodivergent. But but you know, there's also gifts in that, and that's where my focus is at. It's like, how do you just connect with yourself and your soul? Like, your soul is trying to tell you something, you know. Social media anxiety, yeah, lol. I mean, but see, like, for something like that, it would be like, okay, well, let's sit with it, right? What does that make you think of? Like, what is causing that? And then you can get really deep with any of these fears that you are experiencing. It's coming from something, and oftentimes it's like something triggered it from childhood, or you're associating social media with something. And so it's just like getting to the bottom of it, and then figuring out where that part that is located in your body. And then we release it slowly through art, through drawing, and kind of externalize it from your system. So yeah, but I feel like you probably do that with music, you know. So it's all kind of the same. Oh damn, I didn't even mean to make this look like a muscle, but it kind of looks like a muscle. It's a bit weird though. Like, I don't think that there's actually a muscle there. So maybe we just... We're kind of coming to the end, guys. What you're saying is the first time ever in my life I've heard a girl talk like you're gonna make... What? What did I say? What did I say that makes you want to cry? What helped me was you framing it in the way to use it for business. Interesting. Wait, in what way? Explain. Use a random alphabet. Like, how did I... Like, what did I say that helped framing? Oh, you mean social media. Ah. Well, I can... You know, I have a ton of experience with that, obviously. So I think those are all things that I can also... like, for people who are interested in actually doing creative work, that can also be stuff that we discuss in, like, the membership stuff as well. But also in these chats, you know, it's gonna be a while until I actually, like, qualify for the membership exclusive stuff, because I don't freaking know how the heck am I supposed to get to 3,000 watch hours on here. And also, I'm just trying to have a good time so that I, like, because that's the only way I can keep doing these lives, is if I'm genuinely enjoying it. So I'm giving myself little goals at a time, and just actually enjoying it is the number one thing. I mean, it takes time. It takes time. Serpos frames. It takes time to get better. It's a process. Oh, we're at 63 minutes. I don't like being recommended to follow certain people on social media, but if I'm using it for business, then I would. Right. Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, because that definitely helped me for sure. But you also see, like, at the moment I am separating YouTube from Instagram. Like, I've not been promoting my lives on YouTube whatsoever, because I'm treating it in a very different way. So I use, like, Instagram as somewhat of a portfolio, whereas, and obviously, like, a community of sorts, but I feel like it's a different crowd here. And, like, to me, you know, we're building more of a community here. Maybe I do workshops here. So that's, like, a different, you know, it's different, like, approach to it, I guess. Feel the same thought. You mean she's not as cheerful as you initially thought? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I thought she was gonna be more cheerful as well, but I think maybe this is highlighting how I'm feeling. So I don't know how I feel until I see it in drawing. And then I'm like, oh, is this how I'm feeling? I see. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, I guess we're kind of nearing the end, guys. But, I think I can still make it a little bit better. I'll give it another 10 minutes so that I finish at 4 p.m. my time. I was trying to fast for 5 days. And so far, I'm not eating today yet. But I'm also like, is it really necessary to fast? I want to clean out my system and like completely detox my whole system. But I don't know. Okay, let's do something to her hair. So we haven't... And I have no idea how hair works, guys. My hair's wet right now, actually. I just took a shower. We're just gonna wing it. There must be highlights somewhere in the hair, so let's just do something. All right, guys, I don't know if it's possible, but do we think that we could get to 70 likes before I end this live? Is it a possibility? I think that we're kind of like far from it right now. 61. I haven't even like been paying attention to the likes at all. I was so into this drawing. But I like to like at the end just be like, ooh. Maybe. Okay, I mean, weirdly, thank you guys. Thank you. Exactly. If you haven't liked yet, definitely like. And it helps support. But I feel like these 1 hour formats are very doable, and I can also just see just how good I can make the drawings in 1 hour. Just quite gratifying. Okay, the hair's not... I think I'll have to do like a whole page just of hair. What makes a drawing good? Thanks so much. Yeah, I mean, maybe like I think I'll keep doing the 1 hour format, but if I end up just getting so fast at doing these portraits, I might just start doing more and more complex ones. So I'll do like full body ones, but we're slowly getting there, right? Or who knows, maybe I cover this area with something. I really need to buy fixative though. This is really not okay. Okay, let me focus a little bit on the hair then, since I still have 5 more minutes. Let's get to 70 in 5 minutes. Do we think it's possible? Is it possible? Thank you so much, Fawad Badmoose. Some of these names are rough. Ooh, we're at 64. Come on, guys. I believe in us. I feel so bad for my neighbors. I didn't really have, like, I didn't hear them when I first moved in here. It's a temporary studio, but I didn't hear my neighbors at all until like 4 a.m. in the morning. They would come back from home, but apparently now, and I was like, yay, I can do lives really late at night. But now I hear them every morning, every day, at all hours. I'm like, did you lose your job or something? The walls are so thin in Japan. Ooh, that did something. Oh my gosh, guys, are you guys just liking from different accounts? Like, how are we magically getting so many likes so fast? I'm in Japan. Yeah, I'm in Tokyo. Guys, we're at 68. Holy moly. I still see 67. I always get a delay in seeing the numbers, but we need 2 more, guys. But yeah, actually, tell me the secret. Like, do you guys just have multiple YouTube accounts? Is that how you're doing it? Oh my gosh, guys, one more. And dude, we got 3 more minutes before I'm out of time. Holy smokes. One more. No, I'm not Japanese. I'm Icelandic and half Chinese. I want to go to Mexico City. Oh my gosh, we're at 71 likes, guys. Okay, wait a second. Okay, listen. I kind of feel like I gotta do something about that, you know? I gotta, wait, give me a second. I think I'm gonna paint this red. Yep. Wait here, folks. Wait here, folks. Let's see. Let's do it. Okay. I am going through my acrylics over here because now I'm wondering if we can get to 80. It's just gonna be such a good way to start my day, honestly, guys. Daffodil, it's a beautiful here. She said she lives in Japan, Tokyo. Yes, I am very spiritual and love art. Aw, thank you. You guys are so sweet. Okay, so I'm looking for color. Honestly, you guys can help me choose, but I'm gonna pick out a few that I think could be good. But okay, so I think this could be a nice color. So I'm gonna basically paint the edges. I think this could be a nice color. No, not that one. But yeah, I'd love to get to 80 likes, guys. This could be a nice color. Maybe. Is this nice? No. No. Okay, wait. I'm trying to pick out which one. I'm just feeling very like it's supposed to be some sort of. Oh, I like this one. Like this is also nice. Yeah, red maybe. Let me look at a nice shade of red, but I don't want it to be too dark, so I'm thinking more of like an. Let's see, guys. This is gonna be exciting. The eyes, the job with the eyes, looking good, looking good. Thanks, guys. Pink, no. Okay, I think we have the choices. Blue, no. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is, this one's also good. Maybe this one. Okay, so this is number 1. This is number 2. This is number 3. 3 is here. Okay. You guys are going to help me choose, yeah? I'm not feeling the pink. We're not doing pink. Oh, no pink. And no. Okay, so we're really just choosing between these 3. 1, 2, or 3. 1 or 3. We are about to paint. I just drew this, and we're about to paint the background here at Carabella's. So should I be using 1, 2, or 3? Let's get some more votes here. This is 3. 2 and 1. Thanks, man. 3. Okay. Let's get some more votes, all right? Okay, so I mean, I can also mix it, but let's go. This was the color that I was thinking of going for. Like, before I saw what I even had as an option. Guys, look at this. Look at this. Ooh, that is juicy. I kind of want to just make sure that I don't mess up the back. And then I have to go. But let's get to 80 likes, shall we? Yesterday we didn't get to 80. We got to 78. And I think we're just making so many records. I'd love to break another record today from the one yesterday. So we're just so close to it anyway. Oh my lord. This is beautiful. Holy shit, nice. Thanks, Charles. I appreciate it. I honestly agree. Okay, this is moment of truth. Wait, let me do that last. Thank you. I know. I love my nails. I have a little chip here though. I was painting yesterday with ink and I got so much ink into my nails. I didn't think I was gonna get it out. So it wouldn't get out when I was showering. But looks like it went out. This is so cool. Ooh. This is so not the kind of work I usually do, guys. Like, what is happening? Like, it would be kind of cool to do the rest in yellow, but I actually like how simple it is, so we're just gonna keep it simple. Damn. This is fire, guys. We're at 77. Let's get 3 more likes, guys. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna eat something. And then, like, maybe I'll just do intermittent fasting instead of, like, the full day, like, full 5 days of eating nothing. I don't know, though. Or maybe I should, because it's like part of me just feels like it's a good discipline exercise as well. Like, if I can do that, I can do anything, you know? But I'm hungry. This is fire. I'm king of intermittent fasting, so I don't recommend it. You don't recommend it? Why don't you recommend it? Apparently, fasting does something different to female bodies than male bodies. So a lot of the research is mostly based on males. This is sick. Like, damn. Okay, okay. Maybe I should, you know. Fredo Boom thinks I can. Freddie Boom thinks I should do the full 5 days of fasting. Oof. Or even 4 days. Can't remember if it was like good to do it 4 days or 5 days. Oh, it's actually more transparent than I thought. So I can slightly overlap it. That's cool. Now I really don't want to smudge it though. Oh, no, but I can always just paint over it again if it gets smudged. This is just beautiful. Damn, we are 1 like away. Ah! That is so exciting. I wish I could stay, but I really have so much I need to do today. Like, I wish I would totally, you know, maybe I'll do like a crazy 1-day haul at some point where I just keep going. So I finish one portrait and then I do the next, and then I do the next, and so forth. Wait, actually, let me see the time, because maybe I could do a background for another portrait too. And then holy shoots, like maybe we could aim for 90. Like, how crazy would that be? Yeah. Yeah, I'll see how my body feels. I'll have to reschedule the stream that I did for tomorrow that was supposed to be for today because I accidentally started another live instead. Just Woza. That is some beautiful. She's just beautiful. Let me see if maybe the other one suits also being painted. I feel like with this one, maybe a blue color or something. Okay, let's get to 90. I'm feeling it. Why not? Wait, 5. I think. Okay, so I'm gonna choose different. It's gonna be different options for this one. That one. Nope. Maybe this one. I don't think this one though. I think it's a bit too dark. I think. Okay. It's a bit too dark. Not that one. Or orange, but she's not very orange. She's giving kind of blue to me. Let's see. Or light blue. Should I do this one, guys? Okay, so, okay. We have several options here, again. I think maybe this is a better pink. I don't know if that suits very well. Okay, so these are the 3 options. This one, should I do this background? Should I do this background? Or should I do this background? I have one baby blue. Okay, so baby blue is number 3. Everyone. So this is 1. This is 2. And this is 3. Okay, I'm gonna go wash my brush and then we're gonna... Okay, cool. So I guess it looks like most of us are going with 3, which is baby blue. Obviously we can always change, you know, this is not, it's not the end of the world. So let's do a little... Okay, baby blue, guys, baby blue. We could technically do also 2 shades. I might do 2 shades. Let's get to 90 likes, guys, and then I'll start my day. Woo! Wow. This character just to me feels very blue, doesn't she? And then she feels very beige. No, I don't feel like adding white. I'm just keeping it very simple. Although... I just added a little bit of water. So it's like, but I actually think I like that it's more solid. So I might just make it more solid. It's giving sea vibes, sea queen. Well, I love, or do you guys like choosing with me? Is it fun for you? Like, I actually enjoy it. All right, shall we get to 90 likes, guys? Okay, so that's that. Now we do this side. I'm just gonna add a little bit of tea into, so this is tea. And do you know why I added tea? It's because I have tea next to me and I don't feel like going to the sink to get water. That's why. So that is what we're doing. Yep, definitely like the video, guys. Let's get to 90. I haven't been reading most of your comments just because I've been so focused on the drawing, but it seems like y'all are, well, here and there I read it, so if it's important you can just keep like writing it. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, that would be cool if you can like it more than once, but then I guess everyone would just cheat. I think this is a good option, this blue. I like how it looks next to the beige, basically. Amazing. Okay. We have 4 more likes to go, and I actually have to go right after that. But we hit another all-time high, which is really exciting. Thanks, guys, so much for being here on this journey with me. Oh, we got 3 more likes. Ah, look at that. And I love how, like, you guys are also committing to it as well. You're like, oh my god. Thank you, everyone, for being here this whole time with me and, like, supporting me, liking the video. And I look forward to seeing you guys in more of my lives. We got 2 more. Oh my gosh. Okay, I see 88, but apparently it's 89, so I gotta wait for the last one, you know? But I really appreciated you guys, and I think this is the beginning of something really awesome, because I'm only going to be making like more and more cool stuff. We're at 90. Oh my gosh. Okay, I haven't seen 90 yet. Yes, definitely subscribe. I'm waiting for my screen to show 90. But you guys really make my days. Like, this is such a good way to start my day. Oh, we're at 88 now. It kind of went down. Damn. Who unliked? I'm not going to be too crazy about this, so. But let's see. Are we at 90? Let's get to 90, guys. 2 more likes, and then we're good. If we don't, I do have to go. Like, I've already extended my time here for ages. But look at how beautiful it is. I'm obsessed with it. It looks so good. Okay, guys, I have to go. It's a bit of a mess here. Really appreciate all of you. We didn't get to 90, but hey, we'll get there. We'll get there very soon. 89. Oh, are we really at 89 right now? Okay. Maybe I leave it at 89 and just make everyone really uncomfortable. Yeah, exactly. We're but I feel like, you know, we just expanded our family by so much today, and I'm just like so excited to have you guys on my future lives. So I'll see you guys tomorrow around the same time, maybe a little bit earlier. All right, ciao. Love you guys so much. Ciao. Bye.